Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Dr. Rashi Agarwal, MD in Psychiatry, and today we have a topic here in our hands, and I've been getting a lot of questions regarding that. Is psychiatry a good PG branch? So let's have my fellow psychiatrist here with me, and we are going to discuss and also clear a lot of doubts from you people, especially people who have given the NEET exam right now, so that we can little bit clarify how psychiatry is as a branch. Let me have these doctors here with us. So I have Dr. Tejal Kothari here, which she's going to clear a lot of the doubts also, along with Dr. Charan. Hello, hi, welcome both
Hi
of you.
Rashi. Hi Charan.
Hi everybody.
We'll just wait for Dr. Bappa. We'll just start, and I think Dr. Bhavesh has his OPT right now. If it's possible, he'll join us a little later on. So thank you so much, first of all, both of you. I'm sure you also would be getting these questions from NEET aspirants that is psychiatry a good PG branch? So let's just start right away. Dr. Tejal, what's your take?
Okay.
Is it a good
See,
branch?
I think I'll go a little. I think I'll let Dr. Charan and you speak first, because what I have done is I've done a diploma initially in psychiatry, and then I've gone to do a secondary DNB in psychiatry. So I will give you a slightly different perspective. I think because you both of you are MD psychiatry, so I think it should start with you or Dr. Charan. I think you guys can start with give us the like how what do you think of psychiatry MD as a branch? What is your opinion first?
Dr. Charan, what's your take?
So that's me. Okay. Uh, See, I mean, no prizes for guessing. I'll obviously say it's a good branch, but I feel like there is no good branch or bad branch. It's always about which specialization you think you can live with the rest of your life, which specialization you wake up and get excited to go. On most of the days, not every day I'm excited to go see my patients, right? Most of the days that at the end of the day, it is a profession. It's nothing personal. Um, Me, personally, I thought I would like to be a cardiologist. This is when I was in school. Somehow I thought cardiology was a very fancy name, and I had a couple of cardiologists in my family, and they had so much respect, and they were like considered very good. So I thought, okay. And somebody told me I look like a cardiologist. I was a kid. And I know it goes back to me looking fair, because how colorism also plays a big role in like how a lot of people would be like, oh, you look like a doctor. You have glasses and you're fair, you look like a doctor. So I thought I'd always want to be cardiologist. And then I realized cardiology is not MD, it's DM. No, jokes apart, but then personally, I had depression myself in my adolescence. So after that, I've been to a couple of doctors. A couple of psychiatrists, obviously. I didn't like the way I was treated. There was a lot of judgment. This is back in the day I'm talking about. Then I spoke to my aunt, who's a psychiatrist in USA, and her approach was very, very good. It's completely different. So I thought, obviously I don't see a lot of good psychiatrists back in the day. No offense. At least I didn't go to the good ones back in the day. Um, then I started doing a little bit of research, and then I realized that there are very few psychiatrists. Very, very few people take psychiatry. So I thought, you're an adolescent and you think the world about you and you think you can change the whole world. I thought, okay, you know what? I'm on a mission to change the whole world. Let me take psychiatry. But things are very different, which we'll discuss later. So that's how I chose psychiatry. So any branch it is, you always have to not see if it is a popular branch or not so popular branch. There's nothing like that. See, radiology was once considered as something that nobody would even take it. Like they were not even
Absolutely.
considered as like real doctors. So is pathology, right? But now, pathology is in such boom. So is radiology. So don't go with the herd mentality of, a lot of people are saying dermatology and gynecology are very good. Girls should take either of these and boys should take orthopedics. It's not that. I know many of my girls, like friends, who didn't take orthopedics because they were made to feel very underconfident about themselves, saying that you need that strength to probably do maneuvers to fix and everything like that, and they actually dropped out of taking. So I would say all NEET aspirants that go with your gut, but yes, go and talk to a couple of specialists. Like I went and spoke to a psychiatrist. I disguised as a patient after MBBS, because a lot of people gave me self doubt that, are you sure you want to take psychiatry that way in India? Why don't you give USMLE and take psychiatry abroad? I actually gave psychiatry USMLE exams also, but I wanted to be here for my own reasons. I went and consulted a psychiatrist. He asked me what are the concerns. I said, sir, I'm not a patient. I came in to ask how is the profession, because there's no way I can get, at least now there is Instagram, we're doing lives, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure like 5 years back, where is all of this? There's no approach, right? Nobody would tell us like honest opinion. There were no open conversations. So I had to go as a patient. Then he told me, pros and cons of it. And I weighed it and I thought, okay, it's a viable option for me. So I took it.
So, very true point that you point out that everybody has their reasons to take up whatever branch you choose to do. Similarly, I would say that yes, again, no branch could be any way good or bad. It depends. First of all, I always ask when I have these questions that first of all, have you made up your mind whether medicine or surgery? Like, first of all,
Right.
narrow it down to very two basic categories, that whether I want to be somebody who's seeing patients and writing medications, or I want to be somebody who's standing up most of the time and doing procedures. Obviously, medicine also has a lot of procedures involved, but most of the time. So first of all, ask yourself that question, and after that, you can narrow it down further to medicine, psychiatry, dermatology, etc., etc. But you always need to analyze whether I like it or not. And before joining any branch, you cannot say that I like it completely, because when we are doing our MBBS, we feel all branches is good. When you start reading something else, you like this is good. But yes, again, sexism also plays a lot of role. And I would say personally also, I have dealt with a lot of it, that when I was giving exams, and if you get a good rank, it was like, yeah, so people don't even ask, like, yeah, you're going to take gynecology, right? So that somehow infuriates you. And I thought that if that would not have been the reason, I might have taken it. Well, many a times I feel the other way, that if people would not have pissed me off to that level, that assuming that I am going to take gynecology, I might have. But then it is a different story. And again, seeing, okay, I want to do medicine, and then this is the reason that I don't want to take MD medicine, or these are the reasons. Pros and cons, weigh them yourself. But overall, we'll go into the depths more. But yes, it's a very favorable branch. If you want to do psychiatry, there's nothing to be very scared of the branch as such. Dr. Tejal, what is your take on the same?
I think, and I agree with you that the branch depends absolutely on you. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि किसी में पैसा कम है. I think a lot of people are worried about the money in psychiatry. I have some older people in my family. My people, like say my uncles, they're like, अरे इतने तो psychiatrist हो गए हैं. इतने मतलब कितने हो गए? 5 तो psychiatrist तुम लोग हो, और कितनी जरूरत होती है? So they don't understand the concept of patient doctor patient ratio. They don't understand कि mental illness का मतलब पूरा concept है भी इंडिया में बहुत हिला हुआ है. I feel we are still not at that level where we understand mental illness. So it is so, like, it's amazing that even for today's generation, even a very very people who are very aware of things really don't understand mental illness so much. So for them to understand psychiatry, I think it's even more difficult. And this really, and I have seen this a lot in medical fraternity as well, which includes doctors, which includes I have, like, since I'm working in a Delhi government medical college for senior residency, I have a lot of MBBS students, and they are just coming, and they'll call me and they'll say कि नहीं मैम वार्ड में मिलने या फिर बाहर मिलने, ओपीडी में नहीं आना है, सबके सामने नहीं दिखना है, बाकी इंटर्न्स के सामने नहीं दिखाई देना है. So that kind of a thing happens a lot even now. So I feel that psychiatry is a very underrated branch, first of all. And anybody who says that you do not get exhausted in psychiatry, or anybody who says कि नहीं surgery medicine में तो बहुत भाग दौड़ होती है, psychiatry easy है, relaxing है, it is not. Because that 9 to 5 you are mentally drained, and when you come back, you still cannot get that patient out of your head most of the times. Most of the times we're still thinking. So I think, and one thing I always realized when we started our journeys, when we started our journeys into post-graduation, and when we became psychiatrists, I think we are two very different people. We started off as very differently when we were in MBBS, and I think the branch molds you a lot. And I think this is in every branch. As an orthopedician, you become kind of slightly different. As a surgeon, you become slightly different. So every branch, you will not just go through branches. These are going to be life-changing events for you. So whichever branch you take, it's going to determine the kind of person also you become. A lot of things change because the experience of it being a doctor is very different from corporate job. It is not like going and, I'm not demeaning corporate jobs. They have their own stress. But I feel as doctors, आपका life change हो जाता है because this is your lifestyle. So you're not choosing a branch, you're choosing a lifestyle. So you go accordingly. You have to realize whether you can take this kind of a stress. अच्छा, मेडिसिन में भी एवरी डे यू आर सीइंग फीवर, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि रोज आपको कोई फियोक्रोमोसाइटोमा का केस देखने को मिलेगा, सडनली यू विल गेट वेरी वेरी अमेजिंग केसेस, नहीं मिलता। 90% टाइम्स यू आर सीइंग फीवर, ब्रोंकाइटिस, मलेरिया, वही देख रहे हो, वही दे रहे हो दवाई। सो वी आल्सो 90% ऑफ द टाइम्स वी आर आल्सो सीइंग एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन, साइकोसिस, you know. In medical colleges maybe you get to see a little more psychosis. In private practice, like you know better in here, in private practice you see a lot of personality cases, so things are very different than एंड सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ सिंपल सिंपल सी बात है, ब्रांच वो लो जो तुम्हें इंटरेस्ट करती है, तुम्हें एक्साइट करती है, और जिसको सिर्फ पढ़ने के सेंस में मत देखो। गो टू द मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड सी। माय सजेशन वुड बी गो टू अ कॉलेज, गो टू द डिपार्टमेंट, चक्कर काट के आओ डिपार्टमेंट का, बिकॉज साइकेट्री मोस्ट लॉट ऑफ यूजीज में, यूजी के टाइम पे हमें नहीं ज्यादा एक्सपोजर मिलता, वी आर नॉट एक्सपोज टू साइकेट्री। मोस्ट कॉलेजेस डोंट इवन हैव दैट 15 day पोस्टिंग, वो भी ऑल्टरनेट होती है, इंटर्न्स कम एंड देन दे जस्ट गो, so mostly we are not getting that. So go to a medical college, talk to doctors, talk to psychiatrists, and then decide whether you want to do it or not. It, and as we'll discuss further the pros and cons of taking psychiatry, I think that is a discussion. But like Dr. Charan has had a, he's had a personal experience, so he probably understands it much better. But we have seen people around us, and a lot of times we've not even realized it. Like, I remember being told later on in life that, I was diagnosed initially once as adult ADHD as well. And I realized कि मैं जितना fast बोलती हूँ और जितना मैं I'm running everywhere, I'm doing my things not properly, and it was my psychiatry professor who said that you might have an adult ADD and you should get yourself tested. And it was a life changing experience for me. So like you said, depression, and nobody understands ADD. I have always been told कि तुम impulsive हो, तुम हर चीज इतनी जल्दी जल्दी करती हो, you talk so fast, you're राजधानी, this that, but you realize later कि no, it could be a part of your diagnosis. So there are so many things are undiagnosed in psychiatry, and we as psychiatrists don't understand a lot of things. So I feel it's a very very underrated branch. It is a branch that needs people. It's a branch that needs more doctors, and it needs more I think more exposure. So for me, I think it's a wonderful branch.
Two very interesting points that you have brought up. First of all, I'll go to Dr. Charan, that you brought up this, of that doctor-patient ratio, the thing that both of you said, that you feel that अब जो ये बात बहुत होने लगी है, अरे बहुत सारे साइकाइट्रिस्ट हो गए, अब हमें और की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज इनिशियली पहले तो इतनी ग्लोरीफाइड शायद ब्रांच नहीं थी, पीपल लेते नहीं थे बहुत आसानी से, ऐसा था बची हुई थी, किसी ने ले ली, बिकॉज एंड अगेन पिछले 4-5 सालों में सीट्स भी बढ़ी हैं, ऑब्वियसली सीइंग द फैक्ट दैट मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज बढ़ रहे हैं, तो उसके डील करने के लिए साइकाइट्रिस्ट हम पे अब भी बहुत इनएडिक्वेट है। बट ये वाला क्वेश्चन बहुत आता है, बच्चों ने भी मुझसे ये पूछा है कि ऑलरेडी अब साइकाइट्रिस्ट बहुत है, आपको लगता है कि जरूरत है? नाउ कंपेयर इट विद अदर थिंग, इमेजिन हाउ मेनी एमडी मेडिसिन आर देयर, एंड सबको कोविड हुआ था और सबको इस समय वायरल हो रहा है। डू यू स्टिल फील इज देयर एन एमडी मेडिसिन जिसके पास काम बिल्कुल नहीं है?
I feel not possible. Not. I feel Rashi, आजकल ऐसा कोई डॉक्टर नहीं है जिसके पास काम नहीं है. I mean, whether it be anatomy, whether this is one field जहाँ पे आपको काम मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. As an anatomist आप काम कर सकते हो. As a मतलब biochemistry में आप बहुत काम कर सकते हो. I know somebody who did his MD from physiology here and is working in NASA for as astronaut physiology. He's dealing there. So the best part about medicine is that you will never be without work. You will always have a job. So don't worry so much about job. Yes, definitely अगर हम compare करें कि like for example जैसे कि हाँ रेडियो में आपको निकलते ही 2.5 लाख की नौकरी मिल जा रही है, 2-2.5 लाख रुपए you're getting as a radiologist. Maybe as a psychiatrist immediately, if as a private practitioner you will not just start minting money. It's going to take its own time and course. But you have to realize that psychiatry में there is absolutely nothing, no input at all. I mean I can just take my chair and table and my house and sit. So I don't need to set up anything. मुझे कोई कुछ नहीं चाहिए. A pen. Exactly. ज़्यादा एक stethoscope रख ले, if just to just keep a steth and a BP instrument if you need. Otherwise वो भी जरूरत नहीं. You don't need anything. So the best part is कि there is no input required. So there is nothing for private practice, and a lot of people who want to do private practice. Yes, I think the beginning is much easier than other branches. ठीक है, fine. Surgeons, they do one surgery and they'll probably get a lakh for it, and we will take a longer time to make that kind of money. But I know a lot of psychiatrists also are making a lot of money. Like just few days back, my assistant professor, she said this word, 10 years down the line, there is literally no doctor who's not making money. So don't choose your branch on basis of money. Everybody is making money. So money should not be your main criteria. कि इसमें पैसा है, उसमें पैसा नहीं है. पैसा सब में है. आप अच्छा करोगे तो सब में पैसा है. और कहने को तो ऐसे गायनैक्स भी हैं जो खाली बैठे हैं. So we cannot be really, money is, I don't think is a criteria for choosing your branch at all.
बिल्कुल. Yesterday I was seeing this video by Dr. Praveen Tripathi. Obviously हमारे तो सबके गुरु ही हैं वो. Dr. Praveen Tripathi की वीडियो में he said the same thing, that never let money be the reason that you are choosing or not choosing a particular branch. It completely depends upon what you do with it. कोई ब्रांच ऐसी नहीं है, जैसे रेडियोलॉजी ऑब्वियसली हमें पता है सिंगल डिजिट्स में भी खत्म हो जाती है कई बार,
Absolutely.
सिंगल डिजिट रैंक. बट इट इज नॉट दैट इफ यू हैव डन रेडियोलॉजी जरूरी नहीं है सबको ही 2-2.5 लाख की नौकरी लग जाए. अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल स्टिल स्ट्रगल इवन टू गेट एसआरशिप्स आल्सो इन रेडियोलॉजी.
Exactly.
तो मनी शुड नेवर बी द वेरी, बिकॉज मनी तो इवेंचुअली कुछ भी और काम करते हैं, डॉक्टर नहीं भी बनते. कहीं ना कहीं से एक एवरेज लाइफ जीने के लिए अगर आप पढ़े लिखे हो, एक सूटेबल लाइफ तो जी लोगे.
बिल्कुल.
Luxury का we all understand, there is no end to it. So this question I've got a lot of people, do you think that money is enough in the field? Do you think money is sufficient? तो मैं और इससे ज्यादा तो देखो वेरी करेगा डिफरेंट लाइफस्टाइल्स पे, योर पॉइंट इन लाइफ यू आर, द नंबर ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज यू हैव अपॉन योरसेल्फ. बट हम सब लोग देखने में ठीक ठाक लग रहे हैं, इतना कमा लेते हैं, खा लेते हैं, एक अच्छी लाइफस्टाइल जी रहे हैं. डॉक्टर, व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दिस? ये मनी वाला जो बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है.
Yeah, no, I personally think, if you want to, if making money is your goal, if that's your priority, which is, there's nothing wrong with it, as long as you're ethically doing it. I don't think so. Medicine is right branch at all. Forget about psychiatry, but generally, be it radiology or anything, because the amount of years you sacrifice into it. I mean, I know you non-doctors must be hearing this. How many years? It's entire youth of yours, till 30, having to depend on your parents, and your parents might not be able to provide you, and sometimes maybe you're not the only kid in the family. It is very difficult. I know many people who have sold properties to make people doctors. It's extremely difficult. So if you want to make money, I think you'll realize that later when you are in the medicine, that it's not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it. I think a lot of people who take medicine, they initially take it with, oh, I want to help the society. There is this false notion of, I want to do this, I want to do that. But later, when you have to pay bills by your own, when you had to probably provide for your own, kids, not spouse, but kids at least, then you'll know that, okay, you know what? It's comfortable enough for you to go from check to check. I don't think so, you're gonna buy villas and go on these expensive trips. That's not gonna happen. So take medicine because you like it. You like the feeling of being a doctor. You like treating conditions, not helping. Don't say the word help. I hate it. I use it sometimes too, to treat the diseases and to reduce the suffering. That's the only goal. Money will follow or may not follow. Like I think Dr. Rashi was saying, there are radiologists also who are struggling to get jobs. And there are psychiatrists who are doing extremely well. So at the end of the day, if you're not good, no matter what branch you take, you're gonna anyways fail. Another most important thing is, firstly, to do even PG or not. Let's go back to that, right? Do PG only if you think you want to. It's not a must. I know the pressure of doing PG is so much on these kids that they take their lives off. It's not worth it. See that do you want to do hospital administration? Do you want to do a preventive medicine? Do you want to go abroad and do something else in the health industry, but not exactly want to treat patients? That is also okay. There is no shame or less respect. There is no shame in prostitution also. I'm just saying, there is no shame in anything as long as you're working towards it, right? So don't take an MD or MS just because you have to, or you look any less in your friend circle. Don't just remove that pressure, because I understand that the 22-year-old you'll have that pressure, but right now I'm sure around 30s we all are in. I'm assuming when we are here, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you wake up, you go do your job, come back and spend time with your family. That's it.
Very true, Charan.
These days, nobody is caring that, oh, I'm one doctor in my apartment. There are 3 more doctors. When we get into lift, nobody's going to be like, "Arey, Doctor Saab, aap aaye." Nobody's going to say that. Some of them don't even look at me.
And I think that feeling is long past.
वो बहुत time
साहब वाली feeling, I think.
वो I think वो MBBS time में ज़्यादा था, when
yeah,
we would.
I feel that I come from a family of doctors, so I feel कि वो वाली feeling उनकी generation के साथ चली गई है.
Yeah.
मतलब it stays with them. I don't think we get that kind of respect anywhere. या
No.
commercialization बोल दो, या फिर you can do any kind of terminology that maybe is seeing that we are just service providers and other person is a consumer. So वो वाली डॉक्टर साहब वाली बात नहीं है अब. It's like, okay, because the सामने वाला person is also treating you that way. We are paying you money, you give us service, and that's all.
That's it.
तो
And I think
वो
that's a good
false prestige में
thing.
मत लो, ये
नहीं,
बात
वो
तो
अच्छी
जरूर
बात
है.
भी है, because then there's no point treating doctors as gods, just treat them as humans if possible, because they're not even being treated humanly a lot of times. So just treat us as humans. Nobody really is and like you said very correctly, Dr. Charan, that there's no helping here. Okay, nobody's helping anyone. We're doing our job. It's our work. It's my work to take your history, to talk to you, to give you medications. I'm not doing anything else. I'm being paid for it. I would like to be paid for it. I would like to make money. I would be happier if I was getting paid more. Who won't be? And by the end of it, every specialty, every branch is a job. Will go, you will work, and you come back. Yes, if you're a little obsessive kind who wants to make work his life and goal, तो वो हर field में हो सकता है, जरूरी नहीं. There are pathologists also who work 24/7. There are surgeons also who do selective surgeries and come back home. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि but yes, PG, I would say post graduation, any field is going to be tough. 3 years are going to be difficult, whether it be psychiatry, whether it be biochemistry, whether it be anatomy, whether it be surgery. 3 साल तो मुश्किल के गुजरेंगे. सर्जरी आई फील कि
रोने
थोड़ा
वाला
सा
टाइम है.
हाँ परेशान टाइम है. चाहे आप डीएम, मैंने तो क्योंकि 2 बार पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किया, आई हैव डन डिप्लोमा आल्सो, देन आई हैव डन डीएनबी आल्सो, देन आई हैव डन सीनियर रेजिडेंसी आल्सो. आई डोंट थिंक आई एम, मतलब मुझे तो लगता है वो रेजिडेंसी वाली फीलिंग ही खत्म नहीं होती. बट द थिंग इज कि वो लाइफ लॉन्ग, आई फील दैट्स इट्स अ लाइफ लॉन्ग थिंग इन आवर प्रोफेशन. लर्निंग, you can't stop learning, you can't stop studying. Even if you become, like, even in private practice, I think everybody is still reading, learning, we're trying to pick up. In fact, I think it's tougher in private practice with so much more to learn, so much more to do. So 3 years are going to be hell for you, whatever you take. So don't take any branch based on that 3 साल में relax कर लूंगा या 3 साल में मुझे कुछ मिल जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है. 3 साल आपको काम करना ही पड़ेगा जहां भी जाओगे. तो that is one thing I think is very important. Psychiatry is also equally busy in any medical college. It's going to be equally busy for you. तो काम आपको करना पड़ेगा. पैसे की जहां तक बात आती है, आई फील दैट, सी, एज एन एमबीबीएस के बाद भी इफ यू वांट, अगर आप सीएमओ बनना चाहते हो, मेडिकल ऑफिसर बनना चाहते हो, तो 80 to 90,000 पर मंथ की जॉब आपको मिल सकती है. आई एम नॉट सेइंग मिलेगी, बट मोस्ट पीपल आर एबल टू मेक दैट 50, 60, 70,000 आफ्टर एमबीबीएस, व्हिच इज इक्विवेलेंट टू एनीबडी हु इज क्लियर्ड से इंजीनियरिंग फ्रॉम अ एवरेज कॉलेज. सो अगर देखा जाए तो उस लेवल पे आप, नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट आईआईटीज, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट देम गेटिंग ऑल दीज पैकेजेस एंड ऑल, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स आई थिंक यू डू, आफ्टर डॉक्टर बन के आप थोड़ा बहुत पैसा कमा ही लेते हो. तो पैसा इज अगेन नॉट द पॉइंट. बट येस, लाइक देयर आर लॉट ऑफ साइकियाट्रिस्ट, स्पेशली आई सीन, बिकॉज आई वाज इन मुंबई फॉर अ व्हाइल, आई हैव सीन सम साइकियाट्रिस्ट हु मेक अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, हेल लॉट ऑफ मनी, एंड दे गेट अ लॉट ऑफ पेशेंट्स एज वेल, एंड एथिकली. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको अनएथिकल तरीके से ही पैसा कमाना है. सो मनी इज अगेन वेरी सेकेंडरी. रेजिडेंसी आपको हर जगह करनी होगी, काम आपको हर रेजिडेंसी में करना होगा. नाउ आई थिंक वी शुड डिस्कस साइकियाट्री एज अ ब्रांच, मतलब बिकॉज लोगों को शायद साइकियाट्री पता ही नहीं है कि उसके अंडर आता क्या क्या है. मोस्ट ऑफ देम स्टडी की 5 नंबर का क्वेश्चन में स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया आएगा, एंड दे रीड स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया एंड डिप्रेशन एंड गो, एंड दैट इज अबाउट इट. उससे ज्यादा आई डोंट थिंक उतना इंटरेस्ट होता है.
बिल्कुल. ओके, सो बहुत कॉमन जो क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, सबसे पहले फर्स्ट वन पिकअप करते हैं. वेरी गुड थिंग दैट यू ब्रॉट अप कि साइकाइट्री में आता क्या क्या है. सो लेट्स जस्ट गो अराउंड एंड जस्ट से 2 to 3 थिंग्स. सो एनीवेयर जो कॉमन टर्म सबने सुनी है, जस्ट स्टार्ट विद द कॉमन वंस, वील गो ओवर फर्दर. सारे मेंटल हेल्थ डिसऑर्डर साइकाइट्री में आपको सीखने को मिलेंगे. सो दे कुड रेंज फ्रॉम एनीवेयर, फ्रॉम मूड डिसऑर्डर्स लाइक डिप्रेशन, मेनिया, एंजाइटी जो हम रोज सुनते हैं, chronic headaches, then you go to psychosis like schizophrenia जो एक बहुत commonly heard word है. इसके अलावा lot of people do not know that de-addiction is completely a part of psychiatry and also a lot of psychosexual disorders. ये नहीं, क्योंकि हम लोग जब भी सुनते हैं साइकाइट्रिस्ट एंड लेमैन कोई सोचते हैं तो वो ये सोचता है कि एक तो वो स्टिग्मा तो है कि पागलों के डॉक्टर है, बट उसके अलावा जो इतना वो डी एडिक्शन का एक बहुत वास्ट फील्ड है. आई सीन सो मेनी साइकाइट्रिस्ट, दे वर्क जस्ट फॉर डी एडिक्शन. They're not seeing psychiatry basic faculty. काम है ही नहीं उनका. वो काम either they're working as a de-addiction specialist या some of them are just working as a sexologist, जो एक common word जो टीवी में float करता है, हम लोगों का इतना सुना हुआ नहीं है कि psychosexual disorders को वो manage करते हैं. तो ये भी जरूरी नहीं है that even if you do psychiatry you have to work with the mental health illnesses only. There's a lot more to that. Come on, Dr. Charan, next over to you. What are the other things that are unheard of when it comes to psychiatry?
So firstly, we are not the people who put patients to sleep. That's not our only job, right? Doctor, every patient asks me, doctor, will I sleep with this? I said, well, are you not sleeping already? Why would I put you on something like that? I'm not an anesthetist, right? To give you sedation and do something to you. So We deal with basically, I always tell this to patients, brain has physical functions and psychological functions. All the physical functions are dealt by a neurologist. All the psychological functions are dealt by a psychiatrist, as simple as it. If even as simple thing as if you had a stroke or if you have a small, let's just say multiple infarcts in particular part of the brain, you can either present with a motor symptom or you can present with the behavioral symptoms. So behavioral symptoms will be taken up by a psychiatrist. If you have motor symptoms, will be taken up by a neurologist. As simple as it. I don't see much difference. In fact, it's great that we only study for 3 years. Well, 3 hours, not 3 hours. No way 3 hours, 3 years. Whereas neurologist has to study for further long. So in that aspect, we look at delirium, we look at dementia, we look at any other cognitive dysfunctions. Like Dr. Ashish said, we look at mood disorders, psychotic disorders. There are a lot of childhood mental health conditions, ADD, autism, etc., etc. There are so many conditions, and we also deal with not just the diseases but symptoms, like how physician also sometimes don't put you in a diagnosis but just treat you symptomatically. That also we do. So yeah, it's just a bunch of things. Just because of pandemic, everybody is only talking about depression, anxiety, but that's not the only thing. I mean, that doesn't require 3 years of training. There's a lot more that goes into that.
Yeah, so I would like to add that, like, I think you guys have covered everything, but I would just like to add even gender dysphorias, where gender dysphorias, where gender paraphilias हो गए या these are also disorders which are lesser known, and but psychiatrists deals we deal with them as well. We deal with OCD, we again neurotic diseases तो सबको पता ही है. So again, like you said, anxiety, depression, ये सब नहीं, इसमें नहीं. Psychosexual disorders, and if you're working say in a hospital, you clearly see that you get a lot of referrals. That is, people are admitted in surgery and they start developing certain behavioral symptoms. So then a psychiatrist is called. That's so all that is also a part of psychiatry. So psychiatry is a very very vast subject, and what we'll realize, I think, eventually, that even psychiatry will have to be divided into parts. अभी mind जितना complex चीज हम एक ही psychiatry में आप उसको psychiatry बना देते हो, लेकिन there's a lot many things in it, So I feel that psychiatry consists not just of your like anxiety, depression, psychosis, but it's really, 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 really big. And sometimes we don't even reach a diagnosis. Sometimes it's just cluster B traits. Sometimes it's just personality disorders. Sometimes it's just adjustment issues. So I think it includes all of that, which a lot of people don't know.
So generally in medical colleges, I've also seen there's a specific psychiatrist who's working with pediatrics and just working with child psychiatry. तो करने को अगर आपको लग रहा है कि चलो some parts of psychiatry I like that, बाकी मुझे नहीं पसंद, तो that will be with any branch. You can go ahead with the whole branch and further narrow it down yourself, because we know that DM seats are like literally handful when it comes to psychiatry.
Right,
so you can just choose one of thing that you're interested in more and go ahead with it. You can do fellowships in that, and you can just go ahead and be focused on that one particular thing that is more within your liking or reach. Now this another very common question: can psychiatrists do counseling? Can they give therapy? So ये तो मतलब everyday question एक है that I always say, yeah, we are trained to do that, we can do that, but a lot of psychiatrists don't due to sheer time constraints.
Exactly.
Therapy is time consuming and it's a long-term commitment, but due to the n number of patients I could and would see that day, I would not like to limit myself to a particular set where I very well know that there is somebody who could take care of that work for me. And similarly in medical college, I would say both in government sector and private sector, anywhere you would see that there's always a psychology department of people associated with the basic faculty so that they can do other work and they can handle the therapy part. But a lot of psychiatrists, they do give therapy, and it is completely ethical, legal for them to give therapy.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, definitely. But since there is something called counseling psychologists in certain area, I think they're more in Delhi, Bombay kind of places. Counseling psychologists abhi bhi har jagah nahi hai. I don't think this facility of psychologist is also available everywhere. It is not. So if it is not, as a private practitioner, as a doctor, sometimes even in our medical college, we do start therapy sessions for patients. We do call them, like, where we feel that we can help them, and we are able to, we have that time to basically, time is the main reason. I don't think, because it takes at least half an hour, 45 minutes is a minimum time session usually for a therapy, and itna time hota nahi hai, because in OPD, in your private setups and hospitals, you have a lot of patients, so we don't have that much time. But yes, I think a psychiatrist can very well do therapy if they want to, and they're trained to do it. They are trained for counseling. But I do not like this when a lot of patients come up to me and say कि मैम दवाई मत दो, counseling दे दो. भाई वो नहीं हो पाता unfortunately, because we know that what point medicine is required and at what point only counseling will work. So ये जो concept है कि दवाई मत दो और counseling दे दो, ये नहीं हो सकता. Because वो पता ही कब करना है कब नहीं करना है. But yes, I think we are all we can do counseling. We are all legally allowed to do therapy and counseling both.
Okay, Dr. Saran, my next question goes to you. ये कौन सा है जो mislead करके जिसने ये बात फैलाई है that there is very chill life in PG psychiatry and you don't get any night calls and रात को उठना नहीं पड़ेगा. मतलब who's the one spreading all false lies and all the kids are asking this, that we have heard that it's a very chill branch. You don't get emergencies. You don't have the 24-hour duties. I said, you really need to talk to a PG first year right now. They're going to give you the best advice what's going on.
No, so I think they're partially right in terms of it depends on what college you are doing your PG from. That just doesn't apply only for psychiatry. That applies for any branch, right? If you're working in a functional medical college, unfortunately, there are a lot that aren't, right? That just runs on very basic needs. It depends on that. But if you ask me where I studied from, I think I was more busy than, let's just say, general medicine PG, or equally, if not more. But I do know a couple of my friends didn't get into very good colleges, but they had it relatively chill. But if you're taking psychiatry because thinking it is chill, entire life you're gonna chill. No patient's gonna come to you, right? The more patients you see, because unfortunately we don't rely largely on lab investigations and things like that. Largely, so it's all about how many patients you see. It has to go down your spine very well in terms of, okay, probably this is this and probably this is a comorbid condition. That has to keep coming in your head, because in a corporate job that I'm working, if I'm given 15 minutes time, I can't be sitting and going to my CD. I can't be, Googling things, and I can't be just prescribing medicines. It has to be the back of your mind. So choose a college. That's the most important thing. I'm sure that's one of the questions people ask. Choose a college that is good in psychiatry. Right? Don't choose it because your boyfriend or girlfriend got a seat there, or your fiance is there, or both of you have to take care of your children if you're already married after it. Those are all external factors. The most important thing, if you want it to be chill, it can be chill, just like any other branch. I don't think there's any different. But there are so many night calls. Even now, when my iPhone rings, that's the phone that I had from my PG, and the ringtone doesn't change. Even when it rings, I'm like, I get startled. I'm like, oh, is my HOD calling? We're still in that.
That condition, I think, even after post graduation, now even at night the phone rings, I'm like, what happened in the ward? Because you're somewhere conditioned that way that something bad must have happened, that at night you have to rush through, and maybe that getting dressed up in 5 minutes and reaching the hospital, that's बहुत ज़रूर spinal level पे आ गया, अगर और कुछ नहीं आया हो तो.
Yeah, true.
नहीं, बिल्कुल सही बात है. Night calls भी आती हैं psychiatry में. For example, I did a bit of non-PG JRship in Ibaz in Delhi, which is with GTV Hospital Ibaz. It was crazy. The PGs there work 24/7. The PG is in the ward till 9:30. Here, there are 30 beds allotted per PG, and they're making history. They're writing things till 9 in the night, and then again in the morning they're up at 6, and again they're going. It's I think it's probably one of the most hectic places for psychiatrists to work, probably after Nimans, because Ibaz is a very big setup in Delhi. So I could see, and they have their emergencies, which is basically it starts like you finish your OPD at around 3, it starts at 4 o'clock in the evening, it ends next day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon after the rounds, okay? In which आपको बहुत अच्छे से rounds में भी अच्छे से डांटा जाता है and everything. So it was very hectic, and I see the PGs, and I think in 3 years they've worked as much, if not more, than surgical PGs or medicine PGs. So it's very true that the work, it all depends on the work you have. Similarly, sometimes people feel that maybe DNB psychiatry would be easier, or maybe compared to MD. No, it's not that. DNB is a hospital. It's more of a hospital setup. So you get to see a lot more patients, maybe less of academics, but more of patients. So you get to experience a lot of patients there. And since I've been in diploma in a medical college along with MDs, I've also been in DNB. I don't see it as much as a big difference that, somebody's both ways you will be working very hard depending on which college that you've taken. It all depends on the college where you are, So Ibaz, like I said, I'm still surprised how those PGs used to work. They would work 24/7. और बिल्कुल मेडिकल सर्जरी वाला सेटअप है, सबको जल्दी जल्दी करना है, इतना कुछ आप सीख जाते हो, बट इट्स गुड बिकॉज यू नीड टू लर्न, यू नीड टू रियलाइज दैट दीज 3 years आर गोइंग टू बी द बिगेस्ट लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ योर लाइफ, विच एवर सब्जेक्ट यू टेक, एंड अगर अब नहीं सीखोगे तो फिर आगे तो नहीं सीख पाओगे. Simply, maybe SRship will give you some chance to just, utilize whatever you've learned, but whatever you learn is in these 3 years. So choose a college based on that. Choose a good college, based on that. So, and a lot of questions, because I had also put a DM state, so a lot of people ask, what colleges should we take? What are the good colleges? I think, Rashi, you can tell us, like, you can start with which are the good colleges, what to take up, because a lot of questions come on this.
I would say a good college is the one that you can get into.
I
Now
agree.
it is
Absolutely.
no more
Now
of
it's like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, because see, we know just I gave my exams in 2016 and 17. So at that time, the number of NEET aspirants was somewhere around 90,000 to 1 lakh. And this year, I saw that the number went up to 1,80,000. So just in a span of 4-5 years, because again, when we were doing our UG, the number was relatively less. So proportionately, that is going to increase. So never, I would always say, keep the branch preference above the college preference. Never change your branch because of a particular college. कि ये college नहीं मिल रहा तो इसमें ये नहीं तो ये कर लेते हैं. And second thing, very good, Dr. Zaran also said this, that talk to people in that particular branch where you want to do. So at my point of time, I went to different colleges and saw how psychiatry ward was over there. That gives you the real. So if you're planning anywhere near the house or even reachable place, if it is possible and affordable for you, please, जो 3-4 college आपने mind में shortlist करें, everybody, we can give you a very good idea about the colleges that we have studied in. But then again, unless you go there themselves and see कि इतने बेड हैं, एवरेज एक ओपीडी टाइम में 11-12 बजे, इफ यू गो यू कैन सी एक्चुअली हाउ मच इज द ओपीडी, what is the ward situation, and talk to the PG who's currently struggling.
Yeah.
That is the real time, because see, आप trauma से बाहर आते हो, you tend to forget a lot of things. That is बहुत true. First year में जितना irritation हो रही थी, आज now you look back and you feel, oh, that's good, those were my learning years. But when you were at the epicenter of the whole thing, you remember that it was so hectic for you. So please narrow it down कि मेरी rank पे be very practical. Now that the exams have been done, the results are out, that these are the colleges last year की ranking देख के ये मुझे available है. Forget about now क्या मिल सकता था, क्या हो सकता था. Now this is what I have in hand, and now I have to choose from this. So you can obviously have 2-3 branches in mind, and seeing colleges you can still narrow it down after that. But do talk to people in both the sectors. I say private and medical college both, at least one person, so that they can give you a rough idea. They can clear both of your doubts, how much money they are making estimatedly, and you can see the workload at both the places. So
Absolutely.
any day branch more than college, because maybe
Plus,
it's not a very, very good college.
See, I feel,
थोड़ा बहुत
Rashi, that there's always this one teacher who's very good in most of the places, and one teacher who's always been troubling. So there's one professor जो जान खाएगा ही खाएगा, और एक ऐसी professor होगी who will create the department, So that is, I think, that stabilizes. Almost everywhere it is like that, And then there are people who don't give a damn. So I think a general college बनता ही ऐसे है that, you have some 7-8 people, out of which you have a group who's willing to teach, learn, understand, and there are groups who are not willing to teach. So make sure that the college that you're going to, at least you are, inspired to read, you're inspired to do your things, and anyways, a lot is going to depend on how you study. So इतना ज़्यादा फर्क पड़ता नहीं है college से. If it has a good exposure of patients, I think that's a good thing. In a way, I lean more towards government colleges because I feel कि थोड़ा सा patient exposure थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा रहता है, A lot of more patients come there. You get a chance to, see a wider variety of patients is more in a government setup. So my suggestion would be कि first step should be a government setup, but that doesn't mean that a private setup is not good. Manipal is a very, very good private setup. There are many, many private colleges which are exceptional. So I don't know so much about that, but in a government setup, yes, you tend to see a more variety of patients. But in a private setup, you tend to see more variety of treatments, because I've seen in private hospitals, you're willing to use ziprasidone, which you're not going to use in a government. उसमें वही risperidone लिख दोगे आप. Lurasidone आप प्राइवेट सेटअप में यूज कर सकते हो. पेशेंट्स भी ऐसे आते हैं जो अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं. सो दोनों तरीके से आई थिंक सबके अपने प्रोज एंड कॉन्स हैं. पहली बात तो व्हाटएवर यू कैन गेट इनटू, टेक इट विद बोथ योर हैंड्स. if you have a choice, which you're lucky enough to have a choice, then I would say go for a government setup more, because you will have a lot more patients, a little more academics, than usual, and that's how I think you should think about it. Baki, I feel almost all colleges are very similar. I'm not talking about Nimhans. Nimhans is exceptional as a psychiatry setup, no doubt about it. But apart from Nimhans, I feel a lot of colleges are very very similar. जो आपके गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेजेस दिल्ली में हैं, चारों हैं आपके, या फिर आपके चंडीगढ़ मेडिकल कॉलेज, जो भी आपके बेसिक मेडिकल कॉलेजेस, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ऑफ देम हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग, you know, one good person, one bad person, some night, some trouble. It's going to happen everywhere. It's the same. And don't go for stipend, please. Stop मतलब worrying about कि हाँ दिल्ली में 90,000 मिल रहे हैं तो दिल्ली की ही चाहिए. अरे वो 90,000 3 साल के लिए मिल रहे हैं, उसके बाद it all depends on your branch. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. You know, it depends on the money you make. So don't go for this stipend thing कि इसमें ज्यादा मिल रहा है, उसमें कम मिल रहा है. Yes, bond देख लो, because everywhere there is a bond. So in government setup, yes, there is a bond ka concept. So please see that, you know, which college, what kind of, you know, which state has what bond. Make sure that you know about the bond and that you need to do, because now the government is getting very serious about the bond. So be careful that, you know, if there is a bond, you want to do it, you be sure that you want to do it. You know, so वो जरूर देख लेना, bond पे देख लेना, but stipend और college इतना matter नहीं करता. I think it's your branch that matters more.
Yeah, so like also like don't be very impulsive in out of desperation. You know, there's the desperate need to get into specialization. Don't be so impulsive. Like weigh your options. At the end of the day, it's your life. For marriage, you'll think so much, isn't it? Like, you know, there's always a way out for marriage, but you know, once you take this PG, you can always.
There's no way out. You can, but
usually there is no way out. Yeah. So weigh your options properly and take, because like I already said, I had so much passion for psychiatry, and then I had so much of self-doubt created by the people. So I could have impulsively not taken psychiatry, right? Or so I weighed my options. So be a little practical, you know. That age is one factor, you know, that age drives you on an impulse. So be very careful about like what you're thinking. Also, don't think so much about, okay, you spoke to 2 doctors, they said that they're making like 1.5 lakh per month and you'll take it. The dynamics might change a lot by the time you come out, right? Only just try to become your own best. I'm not saying you should be the best student out there, but at least like learn as much as you can. And then I think that's how you should go about it.
I think we covered most of the logistics regarding psychiatry. The bond, very important thing that you mentioned, because now I'm seeing that a lot of states are bond, and that is not very easily like let going off.
So there is one thing, DNB does not have a bond. Most of the DNB hospital does not have a bond. So there are people I know who have taken DNB because एक साल bond नहीं करना. वो भी stupid बात है, because आप anyways SRship करोगे ही, तो एक साल extra काम करने में क्या चला जाएगा आपका. But yes, there are people, everybody has their own personal issues and personal preferences. But yes, DNB doesn't have a bond. MD has a bond. Almost everywhere MD has a bond, you know. So that you can check the bond, the stipend and everything that matters. There's just one thing I feel that, you know, psychiatry is associated with chronic disease. Okay, it's a chronic disease. It's a long-term thing. So be sure that you will not expect कि आज आपने दवाई दी और patient कल ठीक होके आ गया. And sometimes that tends to frustrate you at PG level, because, you know, आपको लगता है आपने इतनी मेहनत की, आज इतनी लंबी हिस्ट्री दी, उसको आज सर्ट्रिलिन लिख दिया, and 2 दिन में patient should come back. There are patient will come back after 2 weeks saying, मैं तो बिल्कुल ही ठीक नहीं हुआ, 1% भी ठीक नहीं हुआ. So it's a chronic branch. It's a branch for chronic disorders. It's a branch that is going to take its own long time to get treated. It's very, I think, long term it's very rewarding, but yes, it is not so if you like an immediate thing like, you know, emergency medicine, then that's a different thing altogether. But if you're happy with chronic treatment, you're happy your patient keeps coming to you, you're happy that you know that your time lagega. So it's a branch that takes its own time. You know, you need to work on one patient for a very long time. So that ways you have to have that tenacity and that persistence, you know. So make sure you have that before you get into something like psychiatry.
No, also people think psychiatry is very interesting. It's very exciting. You know, whenever I go to a party, everybody will be like, oh, tell me the most interesting case that you saw today. So don't take it thinking that, you know, it's going to be so flavorful and every day you're going to see something amazing. No, you know, when you're practicing, maybe in PG, you'll see a lot of variety, of course, depending on which college. But once you're in private practice, I think it can get very monotonous. It can get very mundane. Like I think initially Dr. Tejal was telling, not every day you see exciting cases or some clot in some prefrontal cortex coming with him stripping inappropriately. You know, that might not happen, right? So be very ready to see the same cases back to back and keep saying the same things to the patient again and again, just like any other doctor does. So it's not very different in that way, but don't take it because, you know, you're a wild person. You know, that's not the man.
Yeah.
That is true for any branch. You don't get sparks flying every day.
Yeah.
That's
you don't.
once in a blue moon situation. Okay, that brings us to our last question. Do you think people who take up psychiatry tend to get affected themselves? This is the most asked question by laymen and for people everywhere around. That don't you feel you overthink much? Don't you feel that after seeing people you are going to think that ways yourself and you tend to get more depressed? What's your take on that? That just by seeing people, do you feel you get depressed a lot?
Should I go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
So we don't deal with a lot of death, right? We don't deal with that immediately people dying or breaking their heads open. That's not going to happen. So if you ask me, somebody who is an oncologist or somebody, who's in the emergency branch, I think, or who is working in casualties, I think they tend to get affected a lot more because, sometimes doctors bring it upon themselves. They're like, this didn't work, I should have tried that. Nobody does it intentionally, right? So in that way, psychiatry don't get affected. Also, it depends on the person that you are. Generally, if you're a person who generally get affected by things around, if you're watching a crime news, even if you're not a doctor, and if you're getting affected by it, and if you tend to choose MBBS and then MD, you will get affected. I think psychiatry as such is not going to do much to you. Like I said, I had depression when I was not a psychiatrist. Now I take care of my mental health very, very well because I know that, there's a very good chance of recurrence, right? So it depends on you. There is no hard and fast rule here. Yeah.
So I remember asking this question to someone and somebody told me कि सर्जन हो तो एब्सेस देखते हो तो एब्सेस बन जाते हो क्या? ऐसा नहीं होता ना तो सर्जन सी एब्सेस तो बनते तो नहीं हो ना सो ऐसा नहीं है although my lot of my मतलब this is something that comes from my father who's also a doctor. He says कि no, thoughts are infectious, thoughts are infectious. So if you're constantly seeing and constantly seeing people depressed, you will also get depressed, but I don't think that is true because we start seeing these as diseases. We see the way you see heart attack, that's how we see depression. And that's what we are when we are thinking in the mind. I'm thinking, यार escitalopram चलाऊं कि या venlafaxine अच्छी रहेगी. That is my thought. My thought is empathy is there. I'm not saying that we don't empathize with our patients. We empathize, but then we realize कि यार ये disorder है, इसको ठीक करना है. Our aim is by the end of it, it becomes a disorder. It is, I think, as a psychologist, you probably get affected a little more because you talk a lot more and you discuss a lot more. But as a psychiatrist, where it's a medical disorder and it's a disease, it's a disorder, I'm supposed to treat it. I have a management guideline. I think it's quite interesting to choose from the list of the drugs that we have, and most of the times I enjoy that a lot. So I feel कि नहीं, I don't think you get affected. But yes, at times it can get a little boring for somebody who feels that मेडिसिन हैज दैट आपने मेडिसिन किया था और अभी आपको काउंसलिंग करनी भी पड़ रही है, आपको बातें भी करनी पड़ रही है, आपको टाइम भी लिया जा रहा है. सो इट इज नॉट अ प्योरली मेडिकल ब्रांच, इट्स अ फॉर्म ऑफ आर्ट. आई फील psychiatry becomes a form of art eventually. You have your talking and you also have medication, so both are equally involved. So I don't think you become really depressed by seeing depressed patients because you start dealing with them as any other disorder.
I agree. I've like snapped over this the same thing that okay, so you are an MD medicine. Have you gotten your diabetes and are you still hypertensive or have you become hypertensive? So obviously you don't become the things that you see on a day-to-day basis because they tend to become more of disorders for you. Absolutely correct. Now, the last thing that I would like to say, and like we discussed colleges, yes, Nimans is there, and again, I have been saying this since my own PG time. Any good college is the one that you can get into. Still, any parting words that you would like to say for like people who have messaged, they have somewhere a good rank of 2,000, 3,000, 7,000, where they could get good government colleges. So, any advice for people who have the option of choosing right now?
See, I would say, like I said, most of the government medical colleges are good. Okay, CIP Ranchi is very good. There are certain colleges that are based they just have psychiatry as their main thing. For example, like Nimhans. Ibhaz is a good college, although the workload is crazy. CIP Ranchi is very good. Delhi has LHMC, AIMS, Maulana Azad Medical College, UCMs. These are good colleges. They're good colleges. Most of your government medical colleges are good colleges, the ones that I know of mostly. Even private colleges are not bad. Manipal is a very good private college that I've heard of. Belgaum is a very good private college that I've heard of. So most of the colleges I think are doing fine when it comes to psychiatry. Most of them have have and psychiatry unfortunately har jagah hai bhi nahi, not every college has psychiatry. There are, you have less number of I remember when I had started that time there were hardly 18 or 19 colleges that were offering psychiatry as a course, so har jagah nahi hai. But since I've gone all the way far east, I would say that yes, Assam Medical College, which I've done my diploma from, which has gone very very far, is a very very good medical college in terms of academics and teaching. I got to learn a lot there, although I went all the way to Assam for it, but I think that was the best part of my best decision of my life. So I've learned a lot there. Kolkata is very good. Kolkata Medical College, I've heard, is very, very good. So these are many medical colleges. I think if you're getting your area or your government medical college, I think that's the best, apart from any college which is specific for psychiatry. Jitne specifics mein mujhe sirf NIMHANS and CIP I have a better idea of. IBHAS, and there is a Institute of Mental Health, Behavioral Health in Goa as well, which is a separate unit for medical. It's a separate, absolutely separate setup. It's an institutional setup and from Goa Medical College. So that is also very good because, it's so anywhere you're getting an institutional setup that is attached to a medical college, you'll get more exposure, you'll get to see more patients. So that way it's good. Otherwise, I think any government medical college is good. Any setup close to you is fine. I don't think बहुत ज़्यादा difference होता है colleges में ना.
Yeah. I think down south definitely NIMHANS the best, But see, NIMHANS, I think the thing is it's very, very good with research. I don't know academics as such, but you will learn. I mean, I think unlike other courses, people don't just stand there with the board and teachers. You learn by observation. You learn by imitation. That's what we do. You always tend to behave like your favorite professor. I still try to act like my HOD. It's so subconscious, right? How I speak to patients and what advice I give them, etc. Father Mullis is very, very good in Mangalore. If you're looking at,
Yeah.
it started at a psychiatric hospital and then it extended. Like again, Dr. Rashi said, like, don't waste an year thinking that, I'm not getting the best college. There's always something better than your college, and there's something always not so good as your college. So see if you're going to be okay there. That's important. But one last thing is, every time I some people get inspired, right? When I speak that, I'm doing well, or probably they see my Instagram and think that I'm going places, I'm doing very well. They might get inspired and they might take psychiatry for that. Don't do that. There's a lot of struggle also, right? Initially, I had to go to 23 places to find out they don't want a psychiatrist. So it's not that easy. That's also sometimes gets embarrassing to tell, but I don't want you to take it just because of looking at somebody's Instagram account. Life is very different. Finally, I didn't get into a great place to work. I was a gold medalist. It didn't matter. Nothing matters at the end of the day, right? So then they gave me a 2-hour slot in a big hospital. I had to prove myself, and eventually a lot of patients started coming to me, and now I'm doing very well. Right, but your journey might not be the same. You might get a job in the first hospital that you go to, but yes, a lot of hospitals, at least like in Hyderabad, they still don't want a full-time psychiatrist. They're not going to pay you like take home this much money. They will give you like I'll give you my room, OPD, and you get the patients and you do whatever you want, and we'll give you part of it. So that's going to be there. So don't expect like bed of roses and you're going to just walk on it immediately.
Yeah, mostly you don't have hospitals who are like, chalo, you aap aa jao, we'll give you 3 lakhs, like you're a DM neuro. So sometimes you get 3 to 4 lakhs, But it's not like that. Mostly they're like, we'll give you an OPD for 3 hours, okay, 70-30 we'll split, 60-40. Even in Delhi, that is the case. And there are very few government jobs, okay. So getting assistant professorships in a government medical college looks nice, but you may not get it. Your lifetime mein ho sakta hai seats hi na open ho. So yes, government seats are less, there is a lot of struggle in the work you do after. You might still get SRship, but after SRship there is a lot of struggle in, I think, most of the branches, whether it be psychiatry or not. Most branches have a lot of struggle, but yes, psychiatry has its own struggles because the number of hospitals that are admitting patients are very few. We don't have full hospitals. Private hospitals max is admitting patients for medicine, but they're not admitting psychiatric patients. So that is the reason why you will not make as much money initially. But yes, eventually you will get your own patient sets, you will get your client, and you'll have to, of course, work hard. Like Dr. Charan said, you really, really need to work hard.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I hope things change down the line 3 years further down, because as I always say, this is the only branch where the disease, the patient and the doctor, we all are equally stigmatized just by associating yourself to mental health. So this is where somewhere you have to prove your worth. That no, I am needed here. So rest of the places, rest branches, they might be like, come, we need you. And this is something you carry this badge like, hey, I'm a psychiatrist, please keep me. And generally they don't pay you salary basis. They are like, okay, patient is coming, I will give you a place. You can take whatever money you make, and that might not be enough in the initial years. So I am still in the struggling phase. Very well said. Instagram is not life. I just read this yesterday, a beautiful quote. What you see are people's feed, not people's lives.
Yes.
So I still have to travel to 5 places every day for work, because again, it's like, hey, I'm a psychiatrist. Like literally badge upon your face, please give me work, and you need me. They're like, no, we don't need. No, you need me. You just don't know about it yet. So you might have to oversell yourself to just prove them that yes, mental illnesses are real, and that is an everyday struggle, proving yourself to people, patients, family, and even to people who are getting better.
Right,
So
right.
hopefully the stigma goes away, and 3 years, 4 years down the line, people who pass out, who are joining today, are in a better shape. Hopefully we can make world a better place.
And we
At
need
least for
research in psychiatry. So we need people,
Yeah.
we need more research, we need more medicines, we need people to give those newer medications. We need them to do all of that, you know. Because we keep talking about stigma, but talking is not going to help anywhere, you know. अगर आपके पास ऐसी medicine है, infection की तरीके से आपका depression ठीक हो जाता है, तो stigma नहीं होगा ना. They'll be like
Yeah.
depression है, दवाई खा लो ठीक हो जाएगा. But unfortunately, our medicines are they take a long time. It takes a long time to get better. So that stigma there is somewhere, you know, that stigma is not going to go away until and unless we have a lot more research in psychiatry. So for which we need more doctors, we need more people joining this subject. So I think if you're looking to join psychiatry, it's a wonderful subject, but it has its own pros and cons, which we have, I think, discussed quite a bit.
Yeah, my gut
That's
feeling is, that will be my last thought. My gut feeling is that, I think there's no end to